What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Folks, let's talk a little bit about things that are happening on this update that many of you may not have noticed and should, specifically revolving around the guild. First off, I want to just say this. If you are looking for a guild, we've got many guilds that are associated to my Discord, as well as Zaf and I have a guild together called Zaf. I think it's still called Zapphire, so we're going to have to change that name eventually. But it is currently being done. Shout out to Zaf for being the main recruit for it. I honestly don't have enough time to be doing all that stuff, but we are always recruiting good players. Anyone who does 170 plus RC, please look for that guild. It is the top end guild right now. Plus, we have Ragnarok, Hades, Ares, Kratos, etc. So all of those guys are guilds that are always recruiting. So please, if you are looking for a guild or a new home, join the Discord. Go get the role for SLA and see if any of my guilds are looking for anyone to recruit. There's different requirements for different guilds, and there are different leaders that run everything. Shout out to all my leads and officers who do all the freaking hard work to keep that afloat. I love you guys. I trust you guys. My full cooperation is with them. I don't run any of my guilds purposely because I just don't have the time for it. So I have amazing people in my community around me who make that magic work. So I want to say just big shout out to everybody. Also, holidays are approaching, guys. I'm off for 2 weeks with my kids. And my wife obviously is off as well too, and we're going to be spending a lot of time with the family. So I want to say happy holidays to everybody, and make sure that you guys stay safe, warm, and try your best not to be sick. My entire family is about to get sick very shortly. It always happens, but that's inevitable. Now, let's go over a couple different things real quick that I want to talk about before I get into the actual meat of the actual video. I want to remind everybody, lastly, the content creator program, guys, still going on. We're almost at 3,000 supporters this season. I want to say a big shout out to my top 10. We have so many codes coming your way, so make sure you go support. It's free. It's linked in every single description and comment in every pin. So make sure you guys go check out those pins. There's always codes there as well too, but these codes are for any supporters. You should be getting them right now. There's 2 more codes on the way, guys, and then we have 3 more after that. So guys, super easy to support. It is free. Get yourself in, get yourself some free codes. Very easy. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the guild. You guys can see here, I've got a lot of gates. Like, you might be like saying, Payne, what the hell happened there? How'd you get so many gate keys? So one of the biggest changes they made in the guild shop, and this is a very important one, it's going to help everybody get 3 things. Number 1, a lot of material. Number 2, a lot of experience points. And number 3, some more reputation than normal. So what I'm referring to, if you go into the shop now, there's a couple different changes that they've made. One significant one that is huge. As a matter of fact, a couple significant ones, and we're going to go over all of them. So first off, the keys. Yeah, they've added a lot more keys, guys. You guys can see here, you can get quite a few keys here, specifically revolving around gates. Right here, you're able now to buy this 5 times. Yeah, that's 15 gate keys versus 3. That is insane. That is 5 times the amount of gate keys now that we were able to get. So make sure, guys, if you are looking to get more material, and this should be a no-brainer, everybody should be going in and getting those gate keys every single week. That will give you so many more materials for shadows, traces, because right now, if you're looking at my shadow energy, it's free to play, right? For example, I believe I'm maxed on the army, but it took me almost all of my material to get to that point. And right, you can see here, 169 out of 169, plus we're getting more shadows along the way. So you absolutely want to get more of these before the next shadows come out, specifically revolving around traces of shadows, getting yourself a little bit more shadow energy, and then being able to push your shadows further. And of course, not to mention, to get yourself more material for their skills. These are all very, very important things that will boost your powers. And you guys can see here, I have a lot of work to do on the skills. They're all level 7 right now, some level 8s, but after this point, they all require something very important, of course, and that is the mana power extract. So these are things that you definitely want to work on, guys, and it's a great way to gain yourself more power and more material along the way. Now, the same thing happened for anyone who wants to farm more gear. This is great for newer players. That's why it's so important to join a guild, guys, because you'll be able to get all these guild points and get yourself more material along the way. So right here, you guys can see if I go to item exchange, dungeon keys, unity keys right here. So you can now buy 6 of these again. So very, very, very big help here in regards to what you can get. So make sure, guys, you are going in here and getting whatever you need to get the job done. Now, a couple of things I wish they did also expand on. Mana power extracts would have been nice to get a little bit more of these. Obviously, would have been nice to be able to get a little bit more WOBL tickets, but we're not there yet in terms of the game. They're still kind of being stingy on that, and they're working on hopefully releasing that in the near future to give us more ways to get into WOBL to farm additional cores. So those are some of the bigger things that have changed along the way. Another big thing that's changed as well too, you may have noticed, is when you logged in, you would have got a lot of experience points, right? They've also now updated all of the actual levels achievements that you can get, plus all the items along the way here as well too have been improved. So anyone who was a new player, you'll get way more items. Anyone who's an existing player, if you logged in, you would have noticed your mailbox was littered full of items that they would have provided you. So you guys would see all of these items here on the list that you would have gotten along the way when the update happened. Plus we got a lot of experience points. I mean, a lot of experience points that was given. So you guys can see here, I did get my top 6,000 on my free-to-play. Very, very happy about that, obviously. But yeah, the experience points was pretty insane in terms of how much they provided. Another thing everybody should be doing now as well too, and I got to do the same thing, to be honest with you, is doing all of these achievements here and completing this new player check-in. That's right, even existing players have the ability to do this. One of the reasons why it's important to get all of these keys out of the way, guys, is because every time you clear a gate, you get yourself 30 keys or 30 points, and then encore missions, you're going to get 60. Instance missions, you get 60, and then 100 for Battlefield of Chaos. So all of this stuff is going to be an easy way to contribute to get yourself all of these extra rewards along the way. Now, if you've also been smart and saving your black tickets, you would have saved enough now to get the 3 sets here instead. This is a big one, of course. So I hope you guys have been saving your black custom tokens or tickets in order to push your account. Oh, there we go, double. Hey, look at that. So that was exciting. So the reason why I'm mentioning this right now is because now when you're going into the story mode, now that we have more story modes, go in there, guys, and start completing these as much as you can, and try pushing your content even further in order to get these. In order to get this, because the next WOBL coming out, I have a funny feeling is going to be either dark or is going to be wind again. So these are units you definitely want to pull for and try to build these teams before the next WOBL comes out. There's a lot of good wind and like dark units that are currently out, so such as Sung Hwan. You can't get many, unfortunately, anymore. But of course, if Igris is going to be dark, right, then you're going to want to start building a dark team. And if you are somebody who's trying to build a win team now, this is the perfect moment to start building these win units up, because all the win units are still very OP and are a big part of the game. So make sure, guys, you guys are going in and completing that as well too. Also, Remnant Power. I'm assuming eventually when Rock Passa comes out and we've completed getting him to max, you're probably going to be able to take the rest of his shards and move them over to Baron and Yogamon. But if you are currently trying to finish all of this stuff here, which I do need to finish as well, Baron is 6k away from finishing just to get more power. This is something you definitely want to work on as well too. If you can't beat hard mode Voltaire, then you may want to consider going back to hard mode Yogamon just to farm a little bit more and completing this just to get yourself more power, right? That extra 5k power is a pretty significant difference, and you absolutely want to get that done. And not to mention, guys, as well, the Armory. This is a big deal. A lot of people neglect the Armory, unfortunately, and it's something that people need to focus more on. And this is the reason why you want to push the new Phantom Blade up to 10, right? You guys can see right here, I have a hero sword on my free-to-play account. It's only an A4, right? So if I get an A5 to replace this, which the Phantom Blade will be that eventually, I'll be able to get more armory power as well too, and complete this as well. Now, this is the reason why the gates are so important, because through the gates, you're able to get more material to do this even as well and push these even further. And then, of course, you got to be able to log in if you're free to play and make sure that you've completed all of these every single time and you don't neglect them, because after 24 hours, these are gone, right? Their gates are gone. You have to restart again. So make sure you're doing all that, guys. And also, please, like I said, go through your story mode, finish your archive, and remember, there are brand new events out right now as well too that you absolutely want to do, including story mode events, wheel events, etc. All of this stuff is available. And guys, honestly, it's super easy to do. It's just a little bit time consuming, but it's super easy to do. And it's a great way to get yourself caught up, or at least ahead of the game before the next WOBL comes out and all the new content that we'll be releasing in the month of January and February as well too. Anyways, I just want to go over this because I know a lot of people don't really go thoroughly in depth about like what's out, what's available. And honestly, this may end up being a video that the Netmarble wants me to do anyway. So I was trying to get ahead of the game on this one and just get you guys all the information you need ahead of time. That way you don't have to worry about, what do I do, Payne? Like, how did you get all these materials, etc. This is all simple things you can do right now and get it done and push yourself in a position to be ready for the upcoming content, which will probably end up being way more difficult than Voltaire anyways. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.